Whether you hug the infield tires or rip the cushion, you found the fastest dirt track podcast in motorsports. Welcome to Where Legends Are Made, the official podcast of Land of Legends Raceway. Here's Stephen and Brad Ovens.
Thank you very much for joining us, race fans here of the Land of Legends Raceway. This is a special edition of the Where Legends Are Made podcast, doing a little video cast for you today with Land of Legends promoter Paul Cole, who is here to help us break a little bit of news. And the news was broken this morning, whether you read it in Area Auto or you saw it here on our own social media account. But Paul, very, very exciting day for Land of Legends Raceway and all of our fans, racers, and our advertisers. Very, very big day.
Yeah, 2021 couldn't get here fast enough, and here we are approaching the 58th season of Canandaigua Speedway and Land of Legends, and we're once again cranking the notch up one more turn, bringing racing into the 21st century and going back to what's important. Racetracks are built for racing, but we're also built for fans and advertisers, and we're doing more to tie those things together.
Well, that is for sure. The announcement coming today that in 2021 for this season, Land of Legends Raceway is moving to a new streaming model, which is sponsor-driven to provide the racing stream on a weekly Saturday show for free to our fans. And all you have to do is sign up and have an account on landoflegendstv.com, and you can see each and every event with the exception of our Super Dirt Car Series shows for free on the streaming platform. And Paul, before we dive into this announcement, I think it would be helpful for some that may be new to the Land of Legends to get a little bit of background on Land of Legends TV streaming. I mean, it started out with streaming with Dirt Track Digest, but what was the thought process in, making a big investment into all the video and streaming platform?
Well, again, here we are in the 21st century, and when there's so many options for people to be entertained, whether it be with their phone, their iPad, their computer, 900 channels of television, people are making different options and decisions of what they're doing. And in order to capture the new generation of people that need entertainment and input all the time, technology was an important aspect as I approached taking over the Land of Legends. So the video board, providing replays to the fans in the grandstands, adding the app, which allows people to access information whether they're in their seat or whether they're a distance away. Adding Land of Legends TV, was a focal point for 2020, where we had to stream, and that was the only way that fans were going to get live streaming content was through pay-per-view. We know that fans are going to be back this year. We know that fans need to see more, and we need to find a way to get more fans at track. There's so many things and options out there to do. We need to get people to see these things. And as Stephen and you and I can both attest, we sat there and watched a race with 12 people in the officials tower, and everybody else had to watch it on TV. We need to keep exposing that, but we need to get those people the opportunity to come and sit the track and see it with us. Leaving any empty grandstand seat, is certainly not a good way to run a racetrack.
When you started the live streaming and now in 2020, creating Land of Legends TV, that's had a very positive impact on the racers and the fans abroad. I mean, we've now brought, Land of Legends TV. I mean, we have people that watch as far away as Australia with some of our sprint car drivers that come in a few times a season to watch. This has had a very positive impact, and now you're taking that and really ratcheting things up, providing a free stream here in 2021.
Well, I come from the business world where impressions are everything. The reason I got involved with Canandaigua Speedway originally was as an advertiser. You buy advertising with the hopes that you're going to sell your product, and you need to sell it to fans. In order for it to be a good model for me as a business owner, I have to sell enough products out of there to pay for my advertising. And in order to do that, I have to have fans. So if you're streaming to an empty stadium, or if you are only streaming to 12 people, it's not a good return for your impressions. And so I as a businessman is looking at the opposite direction, is that I need as many people watching and putting eyeballs on this track as possible. And when I do that, I'm more than willing to spend money to sell my product. And we've had to take the time to build the model with Land of Legends TV, with our with our jumbotron, and with our app, to give that vehicle for advertisers the way to get those impressions. And in fact, that only not helps us, it also helps our racers. Our racers are out there right now trying to work in a difficult economy to grab sponsors. And those sponsors want to be on the side of that car so that people see it. If you go to a track that we only have just the 400 or 500 or 1,000 fans in the stands, that's all the impressions you get times the number of laps they go around. When we have it live streaming on TV, those impressions suddenly go from thousands to millions, and the advertiser is now more receptive to investing into the advertising or into the racer, and that puts it in front of fans. And of course, fans need to be able to buy that, and if we can give it to them for free, they're going to buy a whole lot more coming to the track.
Absolutely. And something that I think really kind of hits home with racers, fans, and advertisers is you've always kind of used that moniker that in order for Land of Legends to be successful, you've got to have all three legs of that stool. And this free streaming model that we're going to shift to this season is really, it's going to benefit all three of those, which, there's a lot of things that happen at the racetrack that may benefit one or two out of the three. This is going to benefit all three legs of the stool, which makes this really special.
Without fans, we're just a race club. We can get 10 guys together, they can throw $50 in the hat and race for $500. That doesn't get very far and only gets one person to win, and the money. And with fans, we're able to sell tickets, pay bigger purses. But in order to have those fans, we have to have advertisers, because advertisers want to call those fans. They need as many people to sell their product to as we can give them. So we need to be able to provide those opportunities as well. And the same thing happens for racers. Racers, it's an expensive sport. The cars that are going out here are not cheap. The fuel's not cheap. The tires aren't cheap. Driving, the distance to come to the track, all the equipment, the safety equipment, it doesn't get any cheaper. In order to do that, these drivers, it's not all about the purses. It's that advertising dollars that they get by putting sponsors' logos on their car. It's important for them too. In order for them to get sponsors filled up on those cars, they have to have something to sell them. And again, it's hard to sell a local bar or a local product. You're racing an hour from home, and this will give the opportunity for that person to sell that product in their backyard, even though they're an hour from home, because people will be able to watch it all over the country. People that are in Florida, California, all over, the East Coast. I know we have people that regularly watch from Australia and Philippines and Germany and Thailand. They're watching from all over the world. So even those big markets, national corporations would have a good reason to invest in this as well.
And I think that's something that we saw years ago. It's in our marketing video for this season that, back in the day, that was a big thing when there was nationally televised races and things like that. I think this is the first time that racers and advertisers have that opportunity to kind of rekindle that relationship and really, move the needle when it comes to those marketing impressions. What is it that that you're hearing already, because we already have about a handful of nights that are already spoken for, and there's more coming in. What would be your message to somebody that sees this and says, hey, this sounds interesting. This sounds like something that my business could benefit from.
Well, I'm going to tell them to get on board early, because we're going to run out of spaces. First off, secondly, if you're not ready to jump into that level to be able to sponsor whole night, we also have ads that you can sponsor throughout the whole season. You can touch your toe in and get some good advertising as well. Reach out to the drivers. if there's a driver nearby that's going to be racing, at our track or is on the fence of where they want to race this year, your investment in their car and being on the track is going to be good for them. It's going to be good for you as well. I can assure you our announcer does a great job of getting our sponsors off those cars announced every week. And with as many people that are what I'd say top level drivers, they get a lot of mentions all the way around, up and down through the field. There's racing action from front to back at Land of Legends every week. And of course, same thing. Those that get in early have the opportunity to be the first one on the line next year, because as this model continues to grow, so won't the costs of doing it. It's like gasoline. When there's less available, the price will go up. And, we only have limited, billboards in the backstretch. We only have limited times to advertise. We only have limited nights to offer.
The other question that I think an advertiser may have is when we're talking about advertising with this free streaming, a sponsor for the night would get, we're talking, massive amount of, their name all over the stream for that night. Just kind of walk us through your vision for what that would look like.
So they're going to be, obviously the sooner they sign up, the sooner we start marketing them. They'll have a particular night where they'll be social media all week long. Links, you'll be linked through from our Facebook and webpage and our app to your products. You're able to purchase if you want banner ads or pop-up ads on our app. That's available as well. Certainly coming to the track, we have ticket packages available that can be built into those things. But you're looking at the course of the night, you're going to have that bug on the screen all night long. And Steven saying over and over again how tonight's live stream is brought to you by pick the name of the company. We talk about what you do. We can interview you and include that into our system. You can spotlight your products. You're also entitled. You get a video ad that runs the entire year, not just on your particular race night, but it also goes into our bumpers throughout the course of the year. And of course, those are available if you're looking to do just that. 15-second ad or 20-second ad or whatever it is that they can run all year long, spotlighting your products. It not only hits the stream online, it also hits the stream at the track. We also then have the opportunity to help reach back out to a lot of those people that watch that stream, because we've captured every person's email, and we can do some marketing with you on that as the advertiser out to those people. And now your demographic. You know that you're seeing a direct return back from people that have watched the stream. A lot of people buy a TV commercial and hope people are watching. They may be able to tell you how many people watch, but they don't necessarily know what the demographic is.
Absolutely. One other thing I think we have to mention as well, for those that are interested, we've brought on Tana Robinson as our Director of Marketing and Operations, and she's going to be a very, very point person for these potential sponsors that want to be involved.
Yeah, there's nothing more important than having a strong person to do the marketing and provide a great experience for you at the track as well. Tana's had many years of experience operating and running different tracks. We've given her a whole new level of tools to work with and selling the Land of Legends, and she's excited. She's already got her foot out the door and people beating them down to get those spaces.
One other thing that I wanted to mention for the fans with this announcement is, not only is the stream planned to be live with sponsor-driven marketing this year, the other thing that fans I think are going to really enjoy, and I know it's going to answer a lot of questions that we got last season, was with the new streaming or the addition to the streaming platform this year, we've got the Roku apps and the Amazon Fire apps, which is going to make streaming so easy from home, the man cave, wherever it is that you might be.
Yeah, you'll just have to turn your TV on. You don't have to find the computer and hook it up or webcast it up or get the HDMI cable and put it up. All you got to do is log into the Roku app or the Fire Stick app, and it'll be right there for you. And just the same, if you're on the go, you'll be able to log in with your phone and be able to watch it, whether you're at a graduation, a birthday party, stuck at work, add another track. Frankly, there's people that are going to want to watch the top racers in the country in the Northeast Modified Division race week in and week out. There's a lot of people that spend all their night looking at race monitor or looking for results or catching whatever the feed is. Why don't you watch it live and give these people the courtesy of for a little bit of advertising, the opportunity to watch the best racing in the Northeast.
Last question I have, is it April 24th yet? My God, I'm ready to go, man.
We got a good dose of snow this last weekend. I know the few of the guys that need to get some work done on their cars probably aren't quite ready for April 24th, but boy, I'm excited. I can't wait. Looking forward to some racing this weekend, watching them down in South Carolina, the Florida swings. Those are part of the build, and it's natural. And we're looking forward to some big results for these teams and exposure as they get ready to come to the Northeast. If I'm an advertiser out there, I'd be watching these shows this next couple of days and picking out some drivers and encouraged to find a way to get on their car for 2021 and follow us to the Land of Legends.
It benefits the fans, it benefits the racers, and it benefits the advertisers. Land of Legends TV is going free in 2021, and Paul Cole is here to join us to talk to us all about it. Very special edition here of the Where Legends Are Made podcast. Paul, thank you for joining us, man. This is a very, very exciting day, and I know it's easy, anytime you put a press release out to say that you're excited to announce something, but this is something that, man, we are legitimately excited about and really is getting things revved up for 2021.
Can't wait. 2021, you're right. The spring can't get here fast enough. But soon the dirt will be flying and the internet will be buzzing. And we're excited to sell some products for our advertisers and put a great product on for our fans. 2021 is going to be our best year ever, and just another prelude to where we're headed for 2022.
Now, fans, drivers, or sponsors, if you have any questions, anything that maybe we didn't cover here in the video, either leave us a comment here on the video or send us a private message to the Land of Legends Raceway Facebook page or contact Paul or Tana. We'll be happy to answer any of those questions that you have. We thank you very much for tuning in. And coming up, Land of Legends TV going to a free model here in 2021. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you at the racetrack.
Land of Legends Raceway fans, tune in each and every week of the racing season to Where Legends Are Made, a podcast dedicated to covering the drama, excitement, and hear from the drivers from your favorite dirt track. Stephen Ovens and Brad Ovens walk you through the week that was Where Legends Are Made. Subscribe on Apple or Google Podcasts and visit landoflegendspodcast.com.